From the moment you were born, your mind was not your own. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, every limitation you feel, it was placed there. And the worst part, you never even questioned it. Society, schools, media, family, they shaped your mind before you could even understand what was happening. You were told what is possible and what isn't. You were taught who you should be and what you should fear. You were programmed to fit into a system, not to think for yourself. And now, years later, you wonder why you struggle to break free. You wonder why you hesitate to chase your dreams. You wonder why you feel trapped, living a life that doesn't feel like your own. This isn't an accident. It was by design. Because if they control your mind, they control your reality. They don't need to chain you down physically if you imprison yourself mentally. They don't need to tell you no if you've already convinced yourself that you can't. They don't need to stop you because you stop yourself. But what if you could reprogram your mind? What if you could break free from the conditioning that has controlled you since childhood? What if you could think, act, and live on your terms? In this video, you're going to discover how they programmed you, why they did it, and most importantly, how to undo it. Because once you wake up to the truth, you'll never see the world the same way again. Let's begin. 1. How they programmed you. The system of control. Before you even knew how to think for yourself, the world was already shaping your mind. From childhood, you were placed into an environment designed to mold your beliefs, limit your potential, and keep you obedient. Let's break down exactly how this happens. The first stage of conditioning. You were forced into a system that valued obedience over creativity. You were taught to follow rules, memorize facts, and never question authority. You were given grades, not to measure intelligence, but to reward compliance. Creativity, independent thinking, those weren't encouraged. Why? Because they don't want thinkers. They want workers. If they can make you believe that success means following rules, you'll never break free. The school system isn't about education. It's about conditioning. The media, the brain machine. From cartoons to news stations, the media plays a massive role in shaping how you think. Entertainment creates your reality. You were shown what love looks like, what success means, what happiness should be. They planted ideas in your mind, so you never questioned them. The news keeps you afraid. Fear is the easiest way to control a person. The more afraid you are, the more obedient you become. That's why the news is never about empowerment. It's about fear, division, and control. Why? A fearful society is easy to manipulate. A divided society will never unite against those in power. If you believe what they show you, you'll never question what they don't. See family and environment. Programming from birth. Even before school or media, your family played a role in your programming. They passed down limiting beliefs, not because they wanted to control you, but because they were programmed to. Money doesn't grow on trees. Be realistic. That's not how the world works. You heard it so much that it became your reality. Why? Because belief is everything. If they make you believe you're powerless, you will be. If they make you believe success is rare, you won't chase it. 2. The subconscious mind, where programming lies. By the time you're 7 years old, 95% of your beliefs are already programmed into your subconscious mind. The subconscious controls your habits, your decisions, your emotions. It runs on autopilot. You don't even realize it's controlling you. Example: if you grew up hearing money is hard to make, your subconscious will create a reality where you struggle financially. If you were told you're not good enough, you will sabotage yourself before success happens. It's not that you're failing, it's that your subconscious is following the program. And here's the truth they don't want you to know. You can change the program. 3. How to break free from programming. Now that you see how they programmed you, the real question is, how do you undo it? Step 1. Question EVE or thing you believe. Write down your core beliefs about money, success, love, happiness. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it truly yours, or was it placed there? Most of your limiting beliefs are not your own. You inherited them, and anything you inherited, you can reject. Step 2. Reprogram your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is like a computer. It runs whatever program is installed. If you change the program, you change your life. Here's how. Affirmations and repetition. The subconscious learns through repetition. Tell yourself a new belief every single day until it replaces the old one. Example, instead of money is hard to make, say, money flows to me easily. Visualization. The subconscious doesn't know the difference between real and imagined. If you visualize a new reality enough, your subconscious will accept it as real. That's why successful people visualize before they succeed. Emotional reprogramming. Your emotions reinforce beliefs. If a belief makes you feel weak, replace it with one that makes you feel powerful. Example, instead of "I'm not good enough," say, "I am unstoppable." The moment you take control of your subconscious mind, you take control of your reality. Step 3. Detox from the system. The best way to break free. Stop feeding the programming. Limit negative media. Stop watching news designed to keep you in fear. Surround yourself with new influences. Read books. Listen to people who challenge your beliefs. Remove toxic people. If someone reinforces your old programming, distance yourself. What you consume, you become. 4. The world looks different when you do up. Once you break free, you will see the world differently. You will realize that most people are asleep, living by beliefs that were never their own. You will no longer feel trapped by limits. You will no longer fear chasing your dreams. You will no longer be controlled by the system, because now you know the truth. The question is, what will you do with it? Now you see it, the invisible prison that has trapped you since childhood, the beliefs that were never yours, the limitations that were forced upon you. But knowing the truth is not enough. You must act. Most people will wake up for a moment and then go right back to sleep. They will recognize the programming, but they won't break it, because breaking free requires work. It requires unlearning everything you were taught. It requires challenging beliefs that feel comfortable but are actually lies. It requires choosing to think differently, even when the world calls you crazy. But if you do this, if you reject the programming and install your own reality, you become unstoppable. Because when your mind is truly yours, your life is truly yours. How to take control of your mind? Starting now. If you want to escape the mental prison, here's what you must do starting today. Stop accepting everything as truth. If someone tells you that life is hard, question it. If society tells you to follow the system, ask who benefits. The moment you start thinking for yourself, the spell breaks. Destroy your limiting beliefs, one by one. Identify a belief that's holding you back. Ask yourself, who gave me this belief? Is it true, or was I conditioned to think it's true? Replace it with a new belief, one that empowers you. Control what enters your mind. Your thoughts are shaped by what you consume. Cut out negative media, toxic influences, and fear-based narratives. Replace them with knowledge, inspiration, and wisdom. Act like the person you want to become. Your subconscious follows action. If you want to be powerful, act powerful. If you want to be free, make choices that a free person would make. Most people will stay asleep while you. Here's the truth. Most people will never break free. They will hear this message, feel a spark of awakening, and then return to their old patterns. They will go back to the same programmed thoughts, the same programmed fears, the same programmed life. But you don't have to be like them. You are awake now. And once you wake up, you can never go back. You can take control of your mind. You can rewrite your beliefs. You can create your own reality. But only if you choose to. So now you have a decision to make. Will you continue living under the beliefs they gave you? Or will you take back control and think for yourself? The choice is yours. Break the program, own your mind, and take back your power.